everybody. Just keeping an eye on a few. Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, this new Twitter layout is absolutely god-awful. Luckily, it saves my tweet before posting it. Right. We are obviously live. Hello. Welcome to this Wednesday stream. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream on Wednesday or Thursday, but I thought I'd give it a go. I want this done. I kind of want to play something else now. So, yeah, I will probably work to try and finish it probably within the next hour or so. Before I begin, I'd like to talk a little bit about superstitions, particularly when it comes to things like these sorts of games. I had a weird superstition when it came to this, that if you switch the computer off, there's like some sort of randomly generated string that existed, and it was in your. Sorry, I'm still streaming. Yeah, it's still streaming. Don't know why I'm saying it's not streaming. Okay. Oh no, it's popped up. Right. Hello. Yes. Sorry about that. I've had a message. If you relegate Liverpool, could you stage a coup and replace Klopp in real life? This is on Twitter. No, because Liverpool are amazing when the Klopp. Right, yes, I was saying. So, before I got rudely interrupted. Yeah, so I had a weird superstition about this game. I had a couple, which I'm going to be trying to talk about a bit today. One of these ones was, I believed, when you switched the computer off, something changed within the computer. Like some sort of random string was regenerated, which, if you know a little bit about computers, that can actually happen, because random strings are generally based on time from switch on, particularly with older games. And I believed if you switched off the computer, you generated a random string. And so basically, you go from a position of winning loads of games, and then you switch it on. You play a little bit with your mates, and then you come back, and then the next day you play. You lose all your games. So the point I'm trying to make with this is we had an okay session last game. This technically hasn't been off this game. Because I took a snapshot because of the debacle we discovered on Monday where I forgot to save the game, so I had to play through a bit of the season again. Through the debacle of the last game, I realised... So I basically took 2 saves, and this is the snapshot of the computer that was saved when I last switched it on. So in theory, because this is emulated software, everything should be the same. At least that's in theory. Right. This is Championship Manager 93 for the Atari ST. And we are live. We will be playing for the rest of the game. We will just be finishing this season. To explain where we were up to. League. Let's start with the bad. League isn't looking good. We're 3 points off safety. With a slightly better goal difference that a couple of big wins did help us with. So in theory, if we can kind of get level with Aston Villa and Sunderland, we have played Sunderland twice. If we get level with them, we should be able to pull out of the bag. I think the title is obviously beyond us, which is a bit of a disappointment considering last season. Right, that's the bad news. The good news is Coca Cola Cup. We're in a semi-final. We're playing Wolves. Now, I don't know where Wolves are in the league. I have a funny feeling Wolves are probably winning. They are... No, they're not. They're close to the bottom. I'm assuming Wolves were what they were like as a Premier League side, and they're doing pretty well in the Premier League. Yeah, so Stockport may go up. And Oldham. Bit of a strange league, but there we go. Yeah, so Wolves are currently there. So... we've got a good chance of reaching the final of the Coca Cola Cup. FA Cup, we're still in it. We got Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are actually quite a good side in the league, so we will see. Bored. they're concerned, but then it's not too bad. It was down at about 28%. That's obviously not the case. Right. One massive problem concerns one Mr. Nigel Clough. First of all, he is one of our. He's probably been my best player over the last couple. Like he's high 7 for 2 seasons, couple of goals. He's my main penalty taker. Now he's expected to move aboard to the end of the season. That's not necessarily a problem because I'm probably going to finish this game at the end of the season. But he has a knee injury, so he is currently out, and I think he's going to be missing the rest of the season. He may get a game towards the end, but he'll probably miss the Coca Cola Cup. So what I have switched to, luckily, Don Hutchinson has been pretty good for us, as has Jamie Redknapp. So we've got cover in midfield. I'd prefer if we played Nigel Clough, but we can't. So this is obviously it took most of last game to finish this to get into this position. So we will see how we get on. But yeah, most of the last game was to find out what formation did work, and it was generally direct ball 4-3-3 with Sheringham, Rush, and Rosenthal. I have also had to put Paul Warhurst in defence because he is a defender / attacker. One of those interesting characters because of Rob Jones's suspension. I think when Rob Jones is back, which he got sent off against Wimbledon, he will replace there. Right. Let's go. Liverpool versus Wolves. So, off to a flyer. Let's see. This is the big game. Right. Teddy Sheringham has a real chance. He rounds the keeper and scores. Right. We're on our way to Wembley. One chance. 2-0. 2-0 after 10 minutes. Already putting pressure on this tie. It is quite a long tie, this because this is 2 legs. So probably need to score either a couple more. Thompson injured by Warhorse, he was brought down. He's struggling. Shit. The one place I couldn't lose a player was in defence. Right. I'm going to have to, put into a support. No, not a supporter. Into an anchor role. That's not good. The problem is like, I haven't really got cover for defence. And I've got 2 defenders now, which is not great. Venus through on goal, but he misses. That's all right. I don't know what happens with sendings off, but that was really, really not helpful. Edwards showed a yellow card. He handballed. Right. Didn't want that. And it's an own goal as well by Zingler, who's our defender. Hutchinson clean through. Goal. Right. It's doing okay. Madden lectured. He kicked Ronnie Rosenthal. This is not good. Right. I think I'm going to have to change my positioning. I'm going to have to bring off. I'll take off Rush, swap with Barnes, and play Barnes in mid on the left, and Rosenthal's swap with McManaman, play him on the right mid. So it's a little bit more defensive. Could probably do with a couple more goals. Although a couple of away goals would be really nice. Right, 3-2. It's a win, but not the best. Yeah. and he's banned for one match. And Rob Jones is back, so it's probably not that bad. And Rob Jones has been called up to the international squad. Steve Nicholl's in the Scotland squad. Ian Rush is into the Wales squad. Jamie Redknapp is in England under 21. Lee Jones is in the Wales under 21. Right. I'm just curious. Job news. So apparently my job is insecure. But we will see. I shouldn't have pressed that. Yeah, I have to put in another disc. I was just clicking around things. Right. But we could be through to the final. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first season. We actually did alright in the first season. Right. On to Saturday. Probably have to been to this too. Michael Thomas out for a few days with a gash. Suffered during training. 5th round of the FA Cup. I almost want to throw this. I don't really want to throw it. But I may have to. Right. So. Who plays on the right? Number 2. So Nicholl. So Rob Jones in for there. Steve Nicholl is in. 2 feet picked. Who have I not picked? Number 4. Rob Jones. Oh, I've missed off Zingler. Where's Zingler? Right, there you go. That's the squad. Basically, it's like for like. Defence is back stronger, but our forward line has gotten weaker. Jones, oh no. That's not good. So, straight away, 2 minutes into the game, McManaman, and I have to play you at centre back. And he was only booked. But, get a win, get a goal, Sheringham. He was the best player. And Throbus. Shot lacks power. They're really going for it because we haven't got a defender. Hopefully he's only out for a few days. Zingler, bad pack pass. Hignett race is clear. But he squanders the catch. Interesting fact about Craig Hignett. He was a beast on 97, 98. He was like one of the best players there. Yeah, as you can see, I'm playing McManaman completely out of position because I haven't got any other position to play. Okay, Rosenthal with a good chance. He rounds the keeper and scores. Right, okay, yeah. This is like one of those games where it's like previously when I was last playing this game, I was having issues with conceding loads of chances but ending up winning. Where in this one, I haven't got many chances. Oh, sorry, not conceded. Making loads of chances. Making loads of chances and winning. And drawing, whereas this one, not that many chances, but grounded out a result, and the board are happy, which is good. Oh yeah, I need to put me as a disc back in. This is a multi-disc game. It came on 3 discs. At least the Atari ST version did, which is the one that we are playing. Okay. Rob Jones out for about 7 weeks. That's not good. But Paul Walsh is back. I have a funny feeling that Paul Walsh was probably just going to have to play centre back. And Warren Barton's back, which is interesting because he can also play centre back. So I have got options, beginning to get options. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, shall we? Duxbury, Jobson, Yates, Quinn, Hazard, Ford. No real names, but people move and people stay where they are. Wilson to Blackburn. I don't know who T. Wilson is, but right. So Warhurst is back and Warren Barton's back. Okay, cool. There's options at centre back, which is fine. Fifth round replays. So, unfortunately, it would be nice if Rob Jones wasn't out for like 7 weeks. And we play Forest transfer deadlines this week. Oh, do I just get a centre back? Defender. Just so there's cover. That sort of range. Okay. Defender. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Right. Olathorn. Simon Roger. Where does he play? Oh, I'm going to buy it. Oh, actually. Olathorn. I need it more for cover. I'm not signing Barry Venison. Right. You cover. You're not in the team, but you cover. Just in case things go terribly wrong. Gary Williams out for a few days with a twisted ankle. That was a very intelligent move. Thomas Ingler, my other centre back's out. So I've got no centre backs. I've got Warhurst. Right. So, lots of really bad injuries. Right. Paul Warhurst will have to go at number 4. And then do I... Okay, so it's either one of two things. I either play Rogers, which I think I might do, because Warren Barton apparently is worth $1 million. I don't think... I don't know. I'll give it a try. See how it goes. I'm just a bit concerned about my centre backs. Oh, good. Somebody else is sent off. So hopefully that begins to make our position look a bit better. Redknapp is booked. Oh, don't. Okay, cool. Right, go for Liverpool. Rifle Dumpy on Tony Coton, but it's been disallowed. The reason isn't clear. Of course it isn't. Well, he waves away the protests. Right. I might take off Jamie Redknapp. Because I'm a bit concerned by all these sent cards. Rosenthal, Rush. Okay, cool. I'm gonna switch to it. So Redknapp swap with McManaman and put him on the right. I'm gonna take off Rush, swap with Barnes and put him on the left mid. So it's a 4-4-2. Let's go with that. Man City tactical move. Quinn on for Sharon. Well, that was a hammering. In great circumstances. Lot 7 ace nice and a good result. We're beginning to turn this round. which is great. That should maybe take us out the bottom three. There's a hope. We'll see. Oh, it's so hot in the UK. It's so hot. It was a good result. Yeah, so Villa lost. Sunderland lost. And big losses as well, which will help their goal difference. So, I think that's us out of the relegation zone. I will have to double check. Gary Williams resumes training. He's reserves. How did I must? Do you know what, Piechnik? I'm going to remove you from the list because I think we could need as many people as possible, and this is like so. There'll be a lot of transfers here. I'm going to have a look at my fact files, see who's wanting to go and who's wanting to stay. Andy Sinton goes to City. I think he played for City at one point. Bosnich goes to Norwich. Famously snorted a lot of coke. David Batty, 1.7 million. Niall Quinn, 2.5 million. Arsenal going for it. They're spending their money. Yeah. Sol Campbell, I'm assuming that is, to Stoke, which is a very interesting move. I think he played for Stoke, actually. I'm not sure. Roy Wegerle, he's been off to a few places. £1 million to Chelsea. Transfer deadline is now passed. So basically, the team is what we've got, and I'm fairly happy. Okay, cool. So we're... Oh, it's close, isn't it? 27. Now, we've got a bit of form. So the hope is we can begin to, because I'd like to be here. Once you kind of get, like, between 19th and 6th, 7th is 10 points. So it's still a quite close league. Shrewsbury could be going down. My mate's a Shrewsbury fan. This should be the Coca Cola Cup. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, I completely forgot about that. So, yeah, Simon Roger can't play because he's cup tied. So, things call for changes. I think I'm going to have to play Warren Barton. So, I play Nicole and number 2 and play Barton at number 5, which is a very, very makeshift defence, but it is against a very, very weak opposition. We'll see how it goes. Big semi. Just one goal would be lovely. Harkness Letcher, don't get sent off. Oh, yes! It's what we wanted. Wanted a goal. One more would be lovely, but we've got a goal cushion. He rounds the keeper. Please don't score. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Ho-ho! Go on, Mulby. Right. Dead. Tie over. We're getting our suits. We're going to Wembley. He says. Right, that was brilliant. Okay, cool. So that is 3-6. So basically, they need 4. So it needs to be 5-3. Things are looking all right. Yeah, dead. Don Hutchinson. This is working. Nicole spoke. Nobody gets sent off or nobody get injured. I'm going to tactical change. Right, McManaman. Okay, right. Rush. Swap with McManaman. McManaman, you can play on the right. In midfield. Swap with Barnes. And you can play on the left. In midfield. Let's go from there. 4-1. Good result. Sheffield Wednesday in the final. Ron Atkinson's been given a sack by the Aston Villa board. Aston Villa has shortlisted Reece Wynn as a possible replacement manager. That's interesting. I probably won't take it. Because Aston Villa are basically above us in the league. We're above Aston Villa in the league. Fixture info. Next Coca Cola. Sheffield Wednesday in the final. So that's second. So it's going to be a tough game to win, especially with Cloughie out and Lee Jones is all right. He can be injured. A lot of broken ribs. At the moment. Now, do I keep the same squad? I mean, it's a bit makeshift. Yeah, go on. So Palace won the league last year, so they're a pretty good side. It'd be good if we win. Go on, Rushy. Rushy hasn't been playing well. Right. 0-0. Okay, cool. Goal. Own goal. But thank you, McGoldrick. Appreciate it. John Solarco on for Peter Mortimer, I believe. It's Peter Mortimer. Right. Swap with McManaman. McManaman, same again. On the right. Let's take Redknapp up. Swap with Barnes. Play him on the left. Safe. Win. Doesn't matter. Another good result. Hopefully we're beginning to pull away. Hopefully that's going to be daylight between us and the relegation zone. I can't say for sure. We need to double check the results. I think the results are processed next. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Keep processing. Keep processing. Keep processing. Right. Who are behind us? Villa. Villa lost. Sunderland won. That's not good. Wimbledon won. That's not good. But hopefully somebody would have lost. So I'd rather fight one team than three, and I'd rather be in our own hands. Oh, okay. Torben Pieszczak really wants to stay and wants a 4-year contract. Okay, fine. Never mind. View tables. Curious. Okay, cool. So there's beginning to get a bit of daylight between us. So yeah, if we win the next game, we're probably going to start being in this group here. So bottom of the mid-table. they're getting my jobs. Should be safe now. Yeah. I do not want to apply for that job, but yeah. Scott Mims out for a few days with a twisted ankle. Approaching the end, the business end of Europe, to borrow a phrase. I never knew there was groupers in the European Cup. If you remember this, please let me know. There's no British interest at all, well, except in the Joe Royle. Is now the manager of Aston Villa. Mark Elliott out for a few days with a gash. Suffered during training. Mike Marsh out for a few days with a twisted ankle. Kenny Bailey out for 6 weeks with a broken... Again with the broken ribs? Just watch yourself. Right, quarter-final the FA Cup. Simon Roger cannot play because he's cup-tied. I don't think he was in the squad. Yeah. Let's keep it as it is. Again, whilst it would be nice to win, Rosenthal was a real chance, and it's a goal. Clinical finish. Sheringham. Oh no. Right. Sheringham injured. Right, okay, cool. Swap with McManaman. Playing on the right. Is McManaman midfield attack? Yeah, okay, cool. It's a bit lopsided, but we'll give it a try. And that's what you call inspired substitution. It's brilliant. It's. I'm like the new Brian Clough, which is funny because they're going to play Norwich. Look, 9. Mulby with an 8. How dare he only get an 8? Ian Wone scored the yellow one. He told too much. This is commanding. And again, another commanding performance. Why can't we do this all season? Because we would have had the title wrapped up by now. Paul Stewart on for G. Crosby. Right, okay. Rush swap with Barnes. Barnes on the left in midfield. I'm going to play a 4-5-1. And midfield 4. It's a bit of a defensive strategy when you're 2-0 up in the FA Cup. But, you know, keeps things secure. And we win. Good result. Thank you, board. I wouldn't be surprised if I win the Manager of the Month again. So, Derby are the only team. Okay, so we play Chelsea in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. So it's Coca Cola Cup final in, semi-final of the FA Cup. We're in. League is beginning to look a little bit more secure. Not bad for half an hour, I'd say. I mean, one cup and hopefully, and staying still, yeah. Win Liverpool, yeah, right. And I was right to substitute Sheringham because he said he was struggling, and now he's once again match fit. So John White out for 6 weeks with a broken arm. Not a rib. I would have thought you'd be out for longer with a broken rib than a broken arm. Right, relegation 6-pointer. If we win this, we begin to pull away, which would be lovely. Right. But they're on a new manager bounce, and I'm not. And they've had, right, chances racking up. Ian Rush with a good chance. Goal. We're not seem to be missing a lot of chances at the moment. You know, once it kind of goes such and such with a good chance, generally it results in a goal. But whether we're kind of not having as many, you know, good chances, remains to be seen. Yeah, everything's looking okay. Yeah, we're not playing particularly well, but we're doing all right. Lee ticked off. He's handballed. Ian rushed clear of the defence. He slides past the keeper, and it's in. Again, another chance, another goal. Right, tactical change. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take off. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. Aston Villa tactical move. Ronnie Whelan on for Il Barrett. Ian Rush goes down the area. Nothing given. Nice if Ian Rush got a hat trick. But that was a commanding performance. 15 chances to 0. Another good result. Steadying the ship, and that's going to be that is big amount of daylight, especially if Sunderland and Charlton and who else is down there? Wimbledon, especially if 2 of those 3 lose. Sunderland, Charlton, Wimbledon, and Villa, and us. But we've got finals to look forward to. Dean Saunders with a 4. Marginson with a 4. Oldham appointed Hartlepool League scout Ian Sutton as their new manager. Never knew you could appoint scouts, but apparently you can. It's a Sunderland one. I didn't check the other results. Well, daylight. You know, hopefully it continues to improve. View tables, league tables. Okay, so Blackburn have been drawn into it. So basically, we're beginning. I mean, Villa look screwed. Charlton, I mean, they're not really. 6 points clear with 9 games to go. If we win a couple more, we can hit finish for United, which would be lovely. That would be nice. Andy Tate out for a few days. 5 weeks, actually, which is a fair few days. Mike Marsh out for 2 weeks with a pulled hamstring, suffered during training. Europe. Not in Europe. Alas. So just don't care. Jan Molby, that's not good. Severe bruising suffered during training. Right, okay. I suspect now. Look at this. Injury. Clough's out. We're just crocked. Right. Right. I tell you what. Barton. Nick. What am I doing? Okay, so he plays in the centre. So we'll play Roger, a left back, and we'll play Barton mid. Let's try that. And make Rush captain. That's not good. Not a good start. I think it was my first goal since playing Wolves, I think, was conceded. Right. I mean, we're not playing bad, and we score. Bundled home, Ian Rush. Ian Rush is beginning to get a bit more about him. 2-1. Lashed in beyond Ironside, Jamie Redknapp. Sweet. Ian Rush is a real chance, but he's tackled. Right, I think that was the first chance that has been missed for ages. Another goal. Crash past Ironside. Don Hutchinson. Right, okay, so nobody's really on a hat-trick, he says. I was trying to make a substitute. Anyway, Sheringham scored. Everybody scored. Everybody scoring. Everybody's happy. Swap with McManaman. Redknapp. Swap with Barnes. And I'm going to put Barnes on the left and McManaman on the right in midfield. This attacking formation is great. This just seems to work, 4-3-3. 15 chances to 5. Big win. Good result. Thank you. Another big win. Come on. Our league position is unacceptable. Well, it's more acceptable than it was a few weeks ago. And we got performance of the week. Lovely stuff. And Rob Jones is back. And Jan Molby's back. And Nigel Clough's back. Ho ho! Oh! They're all back for the final. Superb. Right. Now we started. There'll be progress. There'll be wins. There'll be success. Right. What's the ball confidence? They're not concerned. 52%. Where have we heard that number before? So, yeah. 3 points behind Man United. Clubs being drawn into the battle. I think we're now in, well, a win, maybe 2, and we're into this sort of territory. We could finish, I mean, 5th. I mean, we probably won't. Chelsea. Right. FA Cup semi-final preview. Do we give it one more game? Right. How do I do this? I almost want to say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I know I could be better. Okay, Roger, thanks a lot, but I'm going to give it back to Molby, I suppose, back in your number 8 shirt. Hutchinson, Clough. Do you know what? McManaman and Barnes just D. Matthew has a real chance, but his shot saved. Goal for Chelsea. Flicked into the corner. Andy Townsend. Have I literally, in bringing back 6 players, screwed over my chances? That's not good. Rush having a bad game. Clough having a bad game. Rob Jones. I have. I rushed him back too quick. Sheringham booked. He can't miss anything. Oh, I've rushed them back too quick. Tactical change. Sheringham swap with Hutchinson. Hutchinson can play up front, can't he? Yeah. Clough swap with Barton. Let's go with that. I've rushed him back. It's a disaster. He runs the keeper. Scores. Oh my goodness. That was a bit of a tactical mishap. Rushed him back too quick. It's not good. Really poor. Really, really poor. I've got to hold my hands up and say, you know what? I screwed that up. Frank Sinclair playing for Chelsea, who famously managed, I think he's a Ratcliffe Borough assistant manager. Dimitri Karine, who always used to play in jogging pants because apparently the UK was a lot colder than is apparently his native Russia, which was interesting. Now, did I rush back the players too quick? And should I switch them out? Coventry, right? I don't know where Coventry are in the league. Right. Molby should be fine. He's 94% match fit. Rob Jones isn't. And Cloughie certainly isn't. Right, okay, so Rogers back in. And then put Hutchinson back in. Put Clough on the bench. Midfield. Okay, cool, that's fine. Let's go with that. Right. And then Rob Jones. Hopefully. Oh, no. Not a great start. I mean, the obvious solutions. I'm going to play him. I'm going to play him as an anchor. The obvious one is Clough, but I don't really want to play him. Because if I play him, he'll lose some of his match fitness. Rosenthal booked. He clattered into Rennie. Gave him Paul Warhurst booked. He flattened and Love. Superb goal for Liverpool. Right, okay, cool. Glorious strike through a crowd. Don Hutchinson. Molby with a good chance. Goal for Liverpool. Right. Hopefully, because I feel like the next match. Oh, this is safe. This is safe. This is over. Teddy Sheringham scored. I feel like the next match is the Coca Cola Cup final, which would be lovely to win. Sheringham scores. It's that 4-0 half time. Blimey. And hopefully Rushy isn't out for too long. I mean, there are options in attack, so it's not that bad. Country tactical move. Mickey Quinn on for Scott Robson. Hutchinson 3 on goal. Blaze it over. Molby must score. He score. 5-0. Finish is superb, but it will not count. Linesman has flagged for offside. So obviously not that superb, but it happened. Another excellent result. Did my goalkeeper... I'm going to check that. Did David James only get 4? I suppose he had nothing to do, so he can't have been doing much. But it remains to be seen. Excellent result, though. Good planning, good preparation before the Champions League. It's not Champions League. Coca Cola Cup. Not the Champions League. As much as I'd love it to be the Champions League, but it's not. Right, 4-0. I think the Chelsea result was a blip. Ian Rush out for 8 weeks with a broken arm suffering during the match. Chris Turner has resigned as manager of Peterborough. Peterborough has shortlisted Reece Wood as a possible replacement manager. No, because that's a step down. Mike Marsh is back. 92% match fitness. I just hope Rob Jones isn't unhappy because I left him out, but it was basically just so he would get back to match fitness rather than be crocked. Club details, Liverpool. Okay, fixtures. What was the last match? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more games. Previous. That was what I was looking at. I know, you got a 9. I must have seen the 4 there. Right. McManaman's happy to stay at the club, which is interesting. Because he's been whinging about wanting to leave for ages. But he just doesn't fit into the system. Right. Doesn't matter. Talks about yourselves. These are UEFA and European fixtures. So I don't have any sort of either way on the confidence going. Not concerned. Even though it's dropped slightly. Chelsea, Liverpool. Simon Roger can't play because he's cup tie because I signed him from Palace. I don't think he was even in the squad. Right. Possible rebuilding job. 92% match fit. I don't really want to play. Oh, I could play Warhurst. I could play Warhurst up front. I've got options. I'm just looking at my midfielders. I don't know. I can't play, so I have to play Rob Jones. And I'm assuming I don't really want to play Clough. Because if I play Clough, I can move Hutchinson. I can move Hutchinson to number 10. Go on. Clough. And then Hutchinson number 10. Barnes and McManaman. Oh no. Warren Barton. Gives me a few more options. Right. Neutral venue. Clough showing a yellow card. He held back Wise. So it's at Old Trafford. Bad bypass G hole. Clough clear of defence, but he wastes a chance. Oh, come on. Stewart ticked off. He clatters into Harkness. Sheringham injured by Lee. Oh no, he was flattened. He's okay though. Lee booked. Yeah, see, look, he's not performing. I'm gonna have to take him off. Replace him with Barton. Which is probably not the most intelligent thing in the world. Go on. No! Deep breeze on for Frank Sinclair. Extra time. Okay, doke. Kind of regret taking my penalty taker off. Livingston must surely score, but he misses the target. Oh, no. Keep missing the target. Right, keep going. Oh, yes! Oh, it's an own goal. Park the fucking bus. Right, Barton, you're a defender. You can go in defence. Rosenthal swap with John Barnes. Barnes, you're in midfield. You're going to have to play centre, mate. Nico with a good chance. Kill it. Two finals. Two finals. Did I bring on? I don't know. Peterborough appointed Nicky Kitson as their manager. Liverpool semi-final. Right. FA Cup final. Coca Cola Cup final. Get safe in the league. If we win 2 trophies and safe in the league, that's going to be an amazing season. We could just say we concentrated on the league. New international squads have been announced. Rob Jones will call the England squad. Paul Warhurst in the England squad. Nigel Clough's in the England squad. Steve Nichols in the Scotland squad. Jamie Redknapp's England 2021. Right. Business end of the season. Club details. Liverpool. I want to have a look at the fixtures. So it's Palace in the final at Sheffield Wednesday. We'll keep going. Right, Saturday fixtures. Arsenal. Eight 96 match fit. 93 match fit. Do you know what? For this match, I'm not risking anybody. I'm going to put Barton. I mean, I'm risking people because I have to risk people, but the 2 people who I'm most worried about, the Rob Jones and the other one, put into his own net. Right, own goal by Tony Adams, hilarious. P. Davis hacked in the boss. The referee just turns away. Goal for Arsenal. Headed past James. Kevin Campbell. Goal for Liverpool. Killed in the top corner. Scored by Teddy Sheringham. 2-0. 2-1. Technically, to them, they've scored two goals. Rosenthal with a good chance. 3-1. Superb finish. Hammered under Seaman. But it's been disallowed. Referee saw a handball. Arsenal tactical move. Merson on for Kevin Campbell. I feel like I should probably do a couple of tactical moves. Swap with actually no, Sheringham. Swap with Barnes. Play you on the left, and then Redknapp swap with McManaman. and play you on the right, and I'll put Barnes in midfield. So we'll go for a 4-4-2, as we usually do. Good result. Another good result. And that was a weaker side, which is nice. Nice to see that. Aston Villa 2-0. Norwich was the performance of the week. Thomas Singler resumes training. Well, that gives me a headache. Because effectively, I've got a full squad for the Coca Cola Cup. And I don't know if I want a full squad. I mean, yeah, third manager months on the bounce. Sean Gota, incidentally, best player for Walsall. Chris Bob Williams is apparently young player on the absolutely smashing it. Right. Cup final. Oh no, not yet. Next week is the cup final. God, I've been doing this for an hour. And I've probably got about another 10 more league weeks to go. Cup final. Liverpool, Sheffield Wednesday. So Aaron Rodgers can't play because he's cup tied. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that was smart. So by leaving Jones on the bench, he isn't. He should be ready to go. Right. Next should be number 6. Now Barton has been doing well, but I'd rather options. So I'd rather Clough. Right. Next final one. Thomas Ingler is just so weak. There's no point in pulling. He's not ready. He's lost his race for fitness, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, the next one is. Excuse me. McManaman. Do I leave McManaman? Okay, I'm going to put Barnes in. Yeah, so I can go defensive or more defensive. Should I choose? Wembley Stadium. Are you ready? Here we go. Right. KG start. I don't know anything about Sheffield. I forgot to give him a win bonus. I should have given him a win bonus. I mean, it's the cup final. You should be up for it. Okay, so KG affair. Hutchinson showed a yellow card. He kicked the woods. Sheringham with a good chance. He rounds the keeper. And it's 1-0. 1-0 in the Coca Cola Cup final to Liverpool. And Sheringham's been ticked off. He's body checked Palmer. Waddle has a real chance. But he misses. That's good. Oh, exciting. Rosenthal will surely score. 2-0. Cup final. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, what a performance. What a start. Right. Halfway home. When do I start parking the bus? Is it time to park the bus? God, hold on for Kwame. Kwame was that big striker, which I'm quite happy with. Yeah, let's start parking the bus. Okay, swap with Barton. Right, Barton, you're going straight in the centre of defence. Let's go. Sheridan clean through, but he wastes a chance. It's all right. Champions of Coca Cola, because of course we are. Brilliant. Yeah, played all right. Only won 6. Dave James, he had nothing to do. 5 chances. Good result. Is that it? It's a good result. 2-0. Lee Jones resumes training. Not even a we delighted you've won the Coca Cola Cup. Right. We've had one. Can we do a domestic cup double? We will see. Board confidence. Pleased. You should be. I've got... yeah, okay. League position, not great. Info. Coca Cola Cup, 1. FA Cup final. You should be delighted. Right, let's just... Okay, well, Coca Cola Cup's... the FA Cup's not for a week, or a couple of weeks. Reputation fair. Okie doke. What am I clicking on? I'm on fixtures. That's what I wanted. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. I'm just going to race through these. Hopefully you'll be done within about the next half hour or so. Warhurst ticked off. He kicked the ball away. I mean, the main thing is to get... okay, so... We've won a trophy, which is wonderful. Peacock showing the yellow card. Priorities. Number 1, avoid relegation, which is looking more and more likely. This is going to be such a come-down game. Hopefully that continues. Priority number 2 is to get Thomas Zingler, who is one of our defenders, to a position where he can play and be managed okay and everything, which would be lovely. Jamie Redknapp threw in goal, but he misses. Oh god, this is an absolute mauling. But nothing happened. So it's 0-0. Doesn't matter. As I said, there's 5 games left, so that's 15 points. Actually, 4 games left. So 12 points left to play for. I think we're about 6 points ahead at the drop zone. We were beforehand. So the hope is that we can save ourselves. Sunderland 2-1. FA Premier Performance of the Week. So yeah, we ended up winning. We ended up... Okay, so Chelsea are already champions. Right. So if we win 2 of our last 3, of our last 4, we're staying up. I mean, the chances of us going down are probably quite slim. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So I clicked on the wrong thing. So hopefully we end up in a position. Okay, Blackburn. Okay, right. Blackburn are below us. So if we win this, this should probably be it, and we're safe. But we'll see. Mark has shown the yellow card. He headbutted Redknapp. Lovely. Hutchinson race is clear. Squanders a chance. I mean, even if we draw this, I think we'll probably be all right. But we're winning. Own goal. Doesn't matter. Kevin Moran. Shearer clear of defence. Shoots wide. Surprised Shearer's not ended up somewhere else. Ripley tripped in the area. Nothing given. Ideally, want to put... I don't know. Hutchinson's beginning to kind of lose his legs a little bit. I kind of... Okay. So, Barton... Put in defence. And Warhurst, let's stick him up front. I kind of want to Shearer fouled in the box. Penalty. Newell steps up. Okay, it's 1-1. Probably should have been a little bit more defensive, I think. Right handballed. So he's booked. He's in the book. Another draw. So that, whilst probably doesn't make us safe, it keeps us out of the way of Blackburn. Like, Blackburn won't be able to overtake us. Or, well, they may still be able to overtake us, but then, you know, it's one less game for them to overtake us in. One. Chelsea are already champions. Oh, they're in the final. Oh, shit. So 39, 40, 42. So it's 4 points. Probably need one more win, I would say. Anglo-Italian Cup, please talk amongst yourselves. Venezia won the Anglo-Italian Cup by beating Newcastle. Fair enough. Right. Midweek. Colin Williams out for a few days with a twisted ankle, suffered during training. Charlton. Again, relegation 6-pointer. Should hopefully win it. Okay, Zingler's coming back. I probably don't want to rush him back just yet. Probably give him one more game. Although Hutchinson's not playing great. Cloughie has a real chance. Goal. Right. Scores. 2-0. Right. I think we can start planning for next season. Oh, no. We can't start planning for next season. We can start planning for next season. Hutchinson. Okay. Hutchinson through on goal. Shot lacks power. I might just keep, with all due respect to Zingler, I might just keep it as this. Right, 3-0. Finish is superb. Goal for Liverpool. Flicked into his own corner. I think even if we kind of, the amount of points we're scoring, the amount of goals we're scoring, you know, we're winning games 3-4-0 and we're losing games 1-0. Or drawing. Look at that. 10. Atar with a good chance. Shot is smothered. Tactical change. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. I think what we've got is working, so there's no real point in changing it. George and Darrell for Stimson. Look at that! Right, that's insane. The bars. 91 against 9. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And so basically 3 players didn't get 10. Good result. Good result. Excellent result. I mean, granted it was Charlton, but that should make us safe. Should make us safe. I think that is us safe. 2 games left, and we're set with 3 points clear. Yeah. Right. I'm just going to race through these last 2 games because, to be honest, I think so Leeds and Tottenham. We're safe, and I think so. Just plan for the cup final. Well, I'd prefer if we didn't play dirty Leeds. Although that being said, we apparently injured players. Nicole 3 on goal. He rounds the keeper and scores. Goal for Liverpool. Oh my goodness. We're ending on a flurry. Molby has a real chance. Shot goes wide. Another good result. Clough has a real chance. Slides it past the keeper. And it's in. You do feel like, I don't know how the Atari ST programmed it in, but it does feel like, right, okay. It does feel like occasionally when you look at like some of these games, it's like, you do feel like the game, the notion of players being, like you say in football, players are on the beach because they're not, they're kind of not playing because they kind of got, they're all Leeds season's already finished, so they're just kind of going through the motions. And for us, because we haven't finished and because we're prepared, we need to be prepared for things. We're a little bit stronger. Another good result. Right. 2 more games. Get through Tottenham. And then FA Cup final. And then I'm going to call it a night. And then I'm going to stop streaming and go on to something else. Tottenham 1-0 against Chelsea in the FA Premier. Ian Rush is back. He's going to complain that he's not going to be playing, even though I don't think I think he's going to lose his race for fitness. And I'd rather keep a settled team. Away for Cup final, Monaco against Inter. Monaco win. Manager of the month, player of the month, and young player of the month, because fucking hell, we smashed it. This, I mean, granted, I didn't win anything, but this could be a performance of the season. Tottenham, last day of the season. Yeah, keep everything the same. Harrelson ticked off. He kicked a wall hoist. Anderson races clear. I just don't care. We're safe. If there's a way I could speed this up, it would be lovely, but I don't think you can. Redknapp clean through. He slices past the keeper, and it's 1-0. Oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Not the best performances, but it's all right. Superb goal for Tottenham. Don't care. Naeem driven through a crowd. It wasn't like the one he scored against Seaman in the cup final. I don't think there's anything really I need to be worried about. Just play for a draw. Play for a draw. Or play for a win. You know, either way. Don Hutchinson. Doesn't matter. Good result. And that so concludes the Premier League season of 94-95. We will soon be going for the FA Cup. Don't know where you are, but it's really hot in the UK. Really, really hot and really, really sticky. Preston beating Bangor in Division 3 is apparently performance of the week. Okie doke. Oh, I'm beginning to get tired now. Right, view tables. I think the league's over. Good grief. Look how much we jumped up. We're top half. Oh, we jumped up in probably the last 2 or 3 games of the season. Considering we were like 4 points, so league. Yeah, look at that. Top half on the last game. We were bottom at 1 point. I mean, this is the highest we finished all season. 8th, which is lovely. Yeah, let's just quickly race through the Lee Jones out for a few days with a slight knock. Cup Winners' Cup final. 1-0. Right. Here we go. Mark Elliott for a few days with a slight knock. It is the FA Cup final, ladies and gentlemen. Culmination of the entire season is today. Simon Roger can't play because he's cup tied. He actually left Crystal Palace, if you remember, to join us. Right. Tactics. Win bonus. £10,000 per player. I'm going to go with that. No, I'll tell you what. Barnes, I'm going to replace with Ian Rush. I'd rather have that as an option. When I was just a little boy, my mother said to me, "Will I be pretty? Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. We're actually at Wembley, Place Rosra, FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. Here we go. Right. So, cagey start. First 10 minutes, not really anything. We get the first chance. We get a couple of chances in the next 10. Chris Coleman, ex-World manager, shown the yellow card. Liverpool dominating so far. They're not really having anything, but nothing between the two teams. Except, they've got 5, they're playing. That's interesting. Opponent's team, how are they playing? Are they playing Coleman up front? Well, Chris Coleman's apparently an attacker. Nigel Clough booked. He shoved on DMP. Again, cagey start to the second half. Chris Armstrong clean through. Bladed over. That's all right. Just cagey. Palace coming back into it. Last 10 minutes. Hutchinson swap with Rush. Bring Rush on. Nil. We're into extra time. Does that mean that a win bonus isn't won? Oh god, this is going to go to penalties. This genuinely, the FA Cup final could be decided by penalties. And I don't know my penalty takers. I know Clough's on. Rush is his penalty taker. Sheringham is a penalty taker. Do I stick on Barton? I don't know. Oh, go on, Sheringham. Oh! Penalty shootout in the FA Cup final. Oh my goodness. Or is it? Do we have a replay? What happened? Who wins the FA Cup? Is it a replay? I don't know. Mark Elliott's back. It must be a replay. Thomas Single's out for a few days with a severe bruising suffered during training. Richard Francis out. He's all right. Yes, a replay. Okay, well, we go again. Tactics. Win bonus 10,000. Right. Except we're in the away dressing room. God, this was shit when they did this. Oh, we've got to get up for it again. Go on, Warhurst. Oh. What happens if it's a draw here? Is it penalties again? Or is it another replay? Are we just going to be playing in 0-0 draws all night? Well, I mean, we could be. God, this is cagey. Rosenthal's not having a great game. Oh, no! Jamie Redknapp! FA Cup final goal. Is he an FA Cup final hero? We will soon see. Right. Okay, right. I'm going to play a tactical change. I'm assuming Rosenthal is still... Yeah, Rosenthal's having a shitter. Swap with Barton. Barton, you're going sweet for me. There we go. Cloughie fouled in the box. Referee points to the spot. Hutchinson steps up. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Domestic double. Mm. Good result. Good result. Good result. Board confidence. Pleased. I've won 2 trophies for you. Pleased. Right. I'm just going to race through the rest of the season. See who goes up. Stockport may have lost the. They were leading the championship. I mean, I know it's no biggie, but Zingler's back. Richard Francis is back. We're just going to race through until we end, basically. View tables, league tables. I'm just curious. I can't believe we were top half. Oldham and Watford come up. Barnsley, Wolves, Peterborough are relegated. Cambridge and Birmingham, Fulham, Luton and Crewe. Bangor City in Division 2 and Barnet go down. Midweek fixtures. Into Monaco. Inter pull it back and win. New international squads: Warhurst, England, Clough, England, Steve Nicol, Scotland, Ian Rush, Jamie Redknapp. It's the same. All the same people. Second leg. Look at somebody. I mean, Huddersfield were in the Premier League last season. Leicester were our former champions. You know, Southampton, Sheffield United, Stoke, all these teams, and they're way down the leagues. As I said, this is probably okay. European Cup final: Red Star Belgrade against Real Madrid. Real Madrid win. Mark Elliott for 2 weeks. He's a bit injury prone. John Barnes out for a few days. Okie doke. Sheffield United against Stockport. Sheffield United in the Premier League. They go up. John Barnes is back. 2 cup finals. And there we go. That so ends my manager scores. Finishes the best manager of the game. Top of the Hall of Fame. Superb. Pause for news. And there we have it. Manager of the year for Liverpool. Me. And so concludes my playthrough of Championship Manager. 93 on the Atari SD. Thank you, anybody who has watched. Thank you, anybody who, whether you've watched it on Twitch or watched it on YouTube, whether you've commented, you only watch it for a bit and you kind of disappear. If you followed me because of this, thank you. This is the first game I've properly streamed on Twitch, and I gave you 2 seasons of it. We're now going to move on to something else. As to what remains to be seen, it will probably be either I'm probably going to have a quick game of I'm going to try and play through a seed of Legend of Zelda / Super Metroid randomizer for about the next week or so. I'll probably do another Mario Maker stream as well. I don't put the Mario Maker streams online. I only keep the retro ones to keep with my YouTube channel. So if you want to see those and you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my Twitch channel. The details are on the page. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Thank you.